This one here is a tough one, and it's for many reasons, but one of the most important reasons I have to say is that Demarcus Cousins is injured. He's not coming off a regular injury. He's not even coming off an ACL injury. He's coming off a torn Achilles injury, and that right there could be extremely hard to get past. I mean, of course, Demarcus Cousins is a very skilled big man, but injuries is injuries. You can't deny what the body's telling you, and a torn Achilles is a huge deal. Now, first things first, I'm going to start off by saying this. I believe that the Pelicans should re-sign Demarcus Cousins. But I will say this, before you re-sign Demarcus Cousins, you need a specific plan in place. You don't need a plan that says Demarcus Cousins is going to come back. He's going to average a triple-double with 30 points. And that's just not going to happen. There has to be a specific system in place. I feel like Demarcus Cousins is not going to come back and play game one in the regular season. I don't think that at all. I expect him to come back probably around December. I should hope he's going to come back around December. And I hope they don't rush him back on the court, because that could be disastrous for future games for Demarcus Cousins. So hopefully they do take precaution with him. But the thing about Demarcus Cousins is that, as I said, he's not going to come back going off. The thing about the Pelicans is that they're a great basketball team. Alvin Gentry, I love that coach. The team is doing great. They're flourishing. They swept the Trailblazers in the first round of the playoffs. The only thing is they ran into a great opponent, probably the best team in the NBA. But what I have to say is, that Pelican team, that specific Pelican roster that played in the playoffs, they cannot go to the NBA Finals. They have a specific ceiling that they cannot eclipse without another superstar like a Demarcus Cousins, like a Kawhi Leonard, like a Paul George. So I feel like the best way for them to eclipse that is for Demarcus Cousins to be re-signed to the basketball team. But then again, I said, he's not going to be the regular Demarcus Cousins that's going to come in and give you 26 points, 10 rebounds, and probably 4 or 5 assists. It's not going to be that guy. I expect next year Demarcus Cousins is probably going to give you 22 points, a good 9 rebounds, probably 4 or 5 assists, the same thing. I don't think that the Pelicans need Demarcus Cousins to come back and be that guy. The addition of Rondo being healthy, hopefully he stays with the Pelicans next year. Rondo being healthy, Rondo can put him in position to be that guy. Now, of course, Demarcus Cousins, when he was playing, he brought the ball up some, he facilitated the offense some, but I feel like Rondo could take a lot of the pressure off of Demarcus Cousins being that guy. Rondo could just put him in position to flourish. And of course, the addition of Rondo make life easier for everybody. You see Jrue Holiday going off in the playoffs. You see everybody going off in the playoffs when Rondo is Rondo. And I feel like Rondo is pretty much going to be the glue of this Pelicans team. Now, if the Pelicans were to re-sign Demarcus Cousins, I feel like he needs a short-term deal. Obviously, you don't know if Demarcus Cousins is ever going to be back to where he was previously, so you cannot lock into him long-term. You cannot lock into him and give him big money long-term. I know they could possibly max him out, probably give him 5 years, $150 million. That should not be the case. In my opinion, I feel like he should probably get a 2-year deal, have the second one be a player option. So if he wants to opt out, probably get another max. He can do that, but give him a 2-year deal, $55 million, and have him chill out for right now. Obviously, he's still going to be making money, but it just doesn't hurt the Pelicans long-term if Demarcus Cousins isn't back to where they want him to be. The addition of Demarcus Cousins to this very talented roster should, and I say should, make this Pelicans team even better. But the thing is, Demarcus Cousins, he needs to be coached up to the point where he doesn't feel like he needs to be that guy. On the Kings, he felt like he needed to be that guy. Previously on the Pelicans, of course, he didn't need to be that guy because Anthony Davis was there, but he always took over the offense. He was always the catalyst of the offense. Even though Anthony Davis was there, of course, he was a huge part of that offense, but there was plenty of games where Demarcus Cousins had triple doubles. There was plenty of games where Demarcus Cousins was that guy. And this Pelicans team does not need Demarcus Cousins to be that guy. This Pelicans team needs Demarcus Cousins to be a piece of the puzzle. And if you can get Demarcus Cousins to buy in on that, I feel like this Pelicans roster could be extremely great. Now, if he does not buy in to that specific philosophy, I feel like the addition of Demarcus Cousins could possibly be a problem moving forward with the Pelicans. Now, obviously, I feel like they have all the tools to have Demarcus Cousins buy in. Rondo is a very persuasive point guard. He really sets people up. And if he's setting you up, he's spoon-feeding you at the rim, you can't really argue with a guy like that. Alvin Gentry is a great coach. I feel like he's going to be one of the best coaches in the NBA moving forward in a couple years. I feel like this Pelicans team could be one of the great teams in the NBA moving forward. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. As I said, Demarcus Cousins needs to be re-signed, 2-year deal max. I'm telling you, 2-year deal, maximum year deal. You can't be longer than 2 years. After that, it probably would hurt you long term if you do not see what you got in Demarcus Cousins first. So 2-year deal, $55 million. Let's see what Demarcus Cousins has. Let's see if he has the temperament to play with a true and real point guard and also other scorers on the team. Let's hope Jrue Holiday stays Jrue Holiday in the regular season. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below.